Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope your new year 2025 is starting off strong, and to make it even stronger for your skin and you, this first video of 2025 for the channel is a continuation of information to help you look your very best at any age. Following up on the last two videos talking about how I've kept myself looking healthy and younger, even though I just turned 60 last year and I'm going to be 61 in 3 months in March. In those other videos, which I will link to below, we talked about things like supplementation, we talked about exercise, my diet, but what has yet to be covered is how I've kept my skin looking so good 30s, 40s, 50s, and now 60s, having to do with skincare products and ingredients that I use on a regular basis, along with ways to treat and erase things that happen to all of us, including me, like age spots, fine lines, and wrinkles. So today's compilation video encompasses my skincare routines, both AM and PM, and how I address specific skincare issues that crop up for me that are very common for everyone. Now I've added chapters to this video so you can skip around, come back and rewatch, and any products or techniques that I'm talking about will be linked and listed below in the video description box as well. Now I encourage you to watch this video all the way through because it has some very specific points at different portions of the video that are going to be helpful, and you don't want to miss those. So if you've been looking for very specific ways to get great looking youthful skin, you're in the right place. I'm going to be quiet now, let you watch these videos, and then I will see you at the very end for a wrap up. Hey everybody, with so many skincare products and so many approaches, and God knows we talk about a ton of them here on the channel, sometimes it can get really confusing about what goes on when and what does what. So today I'm going to be giving you a very basic skincare routine for anti-aging. It is my basic routine. You all know I test a ton of products, so this video is not about specific brands per se, but the ingredients that are in what I'm using, because it's the ingredients that do the work, not the name on the label. Now, I actually thought about doing morning and night in the same video, but I'm going to split these up, and this is the morning skincare routine. I will be doing a nighttime skincare routine for you guys, but always, always, always get the hair out of the face, because you want to keep skincare products from building up in your hairline. It can lead to breakouts. And some skincare ingredients like retinoids and acids like glycolic acid, lactic acid, can actually bleach the color out of your hair. So you want to keep that out of the hairline. So this is definitely the basics of my anti-aging skincare routine, which has served me very well. Most of you know I turned 60 back in March, and I know I don't look it. And the reason I don't look it is I take extremely disciplined care of my skin. And many of you have been asking, so I'm happy to share my basic morning routine with you, which may be very surprisingly simple. First, obviously, is the cleansing step. And here's what I'll say about that. If you're using slugging material, something that goes on the skin that caps in moisture, or any kind of oils at night, overnight, then yes, you want to cleanse your skin with a gentle cleanser. And unless I'm actually using something like that at night, I personally don't wash my face in the morning. I steam my skin instead. It is something I learned from a dermatologist way back in the day when I had severe acne, because over cleansing acne skin actually creates more oil and more breakouts. So I take a warm washcloth. This one is already ready to go, and I simply apply it to my skin for a couple of minutes. And what that does is help remove any excess facial oil, which I don't have a lot of. Now, my skincare routine, even though I live here in Florida and it's humid, is all about hydration. I keep my skin super hydrated all the time. So the next step for me, for face, neck, and upper chest, which is all part of my morning routine, is a facial spray. Now, this is Mario Badescu's facial sprays. They've got several of these. I like this one. It's aloe, orange blossom, and sage, which I really like. But again, there's, I think, 4 different ones. And I just lightly dampen my skin with that spray. So now my skin is not wet, but it's very moist. The rule of thumb in skincare routines is you always want to put on water-based serums first before any oils or moisturizers, creams, anything like that. And speeding up cellular turnover, super important, especially as we get older. So I use this exfoliator, which is a 14% glycolic acid serum, an intensive serum from Alpha Skincare. This stuff is very inexpensive. I have been using these products from these guys over the years since I was, I think, 18 or 19, back when their brand name was Alpha Hydrox. That's in the 80s somewhere. But just a small amount of this serum, and I apply this to my face. Now, I don't apply that to my neck because, again, it's a very strong glycolic acid. And you can see my face is turning red because it is changing the pH on my skin. And what glycolic acid does is help dissolve the bond between old dead skin cells and new skin cells underneath on the surface of your skin. So it keeps that cellular turnover going quite quickly. So I give the glycolic acid a minute or two to do its work. And as you can see, my skin is returning to its normal tone. And next is a vitamin C serum. Now there are a ton of vitamin C serums out there, and I have different ones in my routine all the time because basically vitamin C serums vary by two things. One, their active ingredient, which is either L-ascorbic acid or magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, which is a milder form of vitamin C. And the other is the strength of those ingredients in a vitamin C. One of the great vitamin C serums that's inexpensive but yet well formulated is the one by True Skin, which is their Super C serum formulation. These serums are water-based. They're very watery, so it's already running all over my hand. When I pat that in, I do apply that to my neck and my upper chest. Vitamin C serum, super important to include in an anti-aging skincare routine because it helps brighten and even out your skin tone, manages melanin production, and protects your skin from the damaging effects of environmental stressors and oxidation from free radicals. So really important to have that in your skincare routine. I use the excess and put it on my hands because this stuff is gold. Vitamin C serum is gold in a skincare routine. After vitamin C serum, then you want to apply products that treat specific issues like age spots, hyperpigmentation. Those include acids like azelaic acid, kojic acid, tranexamic acid. I've talked about all of those here on the channel. And while I'm thinking about it, I will be putting links down below in the video description box with all of these products that I'm using. So you don't need to be writing them down. You can check this out when we're done here today. So the next step for me then would be to apply products that do that, right? So I have the dark spot formula, which contains all of those acids I just mentioned that comes from Agency Skincare. Now this is a prescription level. I'm using prescription level skincare acids. But again, you can buy products over the counter like Faded Topical that have the same ingredients, just not as strong as this formulation. So it doesn't take very much of that, just a little bit. And I pat that in where I want it. Sides of my neck, my upper chest. Yeah, that little dab does the whole thing, right? Then next up in my morning routine for me is to apply a Giraline. You guys talked about this before, Botox in the bottle. It's not Botox. This is actually a peptide, a protein that when you apply it to your skin, it minimizes muscle movement wherever you apply it. Again, not like Botox. It's not going to freeze your skin and your muscles aren't going to move, but it has been shown to help improve fine lines, wrinkles, and crow's feet because it minimizes those muscle movements enough when you smile that over time it can really help make your skin look much younger. So I'm going to apply that now. Again, just a little bit. These are all watery based type of serums and creams. There are no oils in these. So I pat that in right around my eyes, between my nose, my forehead. And I feel that working already. So I'm going to give that a second to absorb. And then next is my eye cream. And again, I'm all about peptides. I really believe in them. Anything that's peptide driven, that's a protein that your skin knows how to use. This is the one I use. This is OneSkin's OS1 Peptide Eye Treatment. And I just dab a little of that around my eyes. You guys know there are tons of eye creams on the market. So you don't need to run out and necessarily buy these really expensive ones. I just like peptides. I believe in them. So I pay the money for this particular brand. But any eye area treatment that's going to help keep cellular turnover moving, keep that area plumped and hydrated. Because again, a lot of this is about those two things, cellular turnover and skin hydration. And after that, I concentrate next on my upper chest and my neck because again, keeping that hydrated, super important. Right now I'm using a neck cream by System of 41. It's a newer product on the market. It's been clinically tested to be able to give a 175% increase in collagen production, which doesn't surprise me because everything is in this but the kitchen sink. They have red algae, they have olive extract, ceramides, rosehip oil, 4 different super peptide ingredients in this particular product. It is really amazing and it doesn't take very much. And I apply this both morning and night to my upper chest and my neck. Again, not going to go into super detail about the ingredients in this product because I'm going to be doing a full review on it. And believe me, it deserves it. If you're not subscribed or you don't have notifications on the videos, you should do that because you won't want to miss me talking about all of the ingredients that are in that particular product. So obviously the next question, the next step moisturizer. Now I live in Florida, so you don't need a heavy cream or moisturizer here. What I do is I use this one by Dermatology. You guys know I love this stuff. This is their moisturizer. It's slightly tinted. It's also mineral sunscreen of SPF 46. I pretty much take a bath in this stuff, and the really amazing thing is that the tint, and I'm going to show you, you can see that slight tint. It's just enough to blend into your skin to keep you from having a mineral sunscreen cast. This is a hybrid sunscreen. So I just start to apply that, and you know it's going everywhere. I won't bore you guys with applying this all over my skin in this video. Nobody wants to see that anyway. But it is so important that you wear your sunscreen if you're going to do all of this work to have your skin look good. And I can tell you, sunscreen been my best friend since I was about 17 years old. And you guys can see I'm 60. My skin doesn't look anything close to 60. I don't have any sagginess. I don't have any crinkling. I don't have any of that. And the good news is, even if you do have some of those issues, the minute you begin to protect your skin from the negative effects of sunlight, accumulated sun damage, it will actually help your skin reverse some of that damage. But your skin can't reverse damage if it's constantly fighting new damage coming from UVA, UVB light. All right, off my soapbox about that. You guys know sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. Have I told you? You need to wear sunscreen. And for me, guys, since I have facial hair, a beard brush to make sure I don't have any of this gunked up in my facial hair. Okay guys, that is my morning skincare routine. Links to all of these products and the steps below outlined in the video description for you. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the much promised nighttime skincare routine that I use to help my skin defy aging. Now I brought up the fact that I'm 60 years old in the daytime routine video. So if you missed that video, it's this one right here. And I will link to it down below in the video description box. But it's amazing to me how much dissension, conjecture, and back and forth goes on about my age. It really is just kind of funny. If you read some of the comments under that video, you're going to find them quite humorous. But the bottom line is I've been doing skincare for 36, now 37 years. I'm trained in skincare. I'm trained in nutrition. And the fact that I started early has benefited me. But these videos, in fact, my whole channel is dedicated to sharing with you guys what ingredients do, what can work for you, because not everything works for everybody, what products I happen to be using that I like at a given time because I test a ton of products so that you have the knowledge you need to make good decisions, to have the best skin you ever had in your whole life, no matter what age you are. So everybody just needs to get over it. Nowhere to go but forward and older. So enough of that. Let's just jump right into my nighttime routine. Now, obviously, at night, I cleanse my skin. That's the first step. You start with clean skin, which I've already done. We don't need a boring shot of me washing my face and neck, mainly because I do that in the shower at night. So that's really not appropriate for YouTube. But the bottom line is very clean skin, and you need to use an appropriate type of cleanser for your skin type. If you have oily, you need one that's a bit foamy that helps lift out excess oil without stripping your skin dry, dirt, and bacteria so that you have nice, clean, refreshed, moist, hydrated, bouncy skin. If it's squeaky clean, super dry, and tight, that face wash is too strong and you need to back it up a little and use a much more gentle version. Now, tons of face washes on the market. The one that cleanses your skin and leaves it hydrated is the best. Those that are made with sorbitol, glycerin, those that are oil-free and moisture-driven are the best ones. And I'll put a couple of suggestions for face washes for oily, acne-prone skin and also for dry to normal skin, so you guys can look at those when we're done here today. The other thing that's super important in any skincare routine, anti-aging or not, is good exfoliation. In the AM routine, I talked about using a product, glycolic acid, that helps speed up cellular turnover and loosens that dead, dry skin cell layer so that it can flake away naturally. But I also do a deeper exfoliation step twice a week, and I really like this particular product. It's Skin's non-negotiable Dermapeel. It's a thermoenzymatic micro dermabrasion treatment. So it's like a scrub, but it doesn't have hard particles in it that are going to rip and tear at your skin. And I use this product on my face, my neck, my hands, and the top of my arms just to keep that old dead skin off so that the other products I'm using can actually penetrate better. So my very first step in my skincare routine after those two is to rehydrate my skin, and I use a facial spray, Mario Badescu. I talk about this stuff all the time. There are many of these facial mists on the market. As long as they're oil and alcohol free, I think they're excellent choices. This one, Orange Blossom, Sage, and Aloe. And you just simply spritz your skin to apply a little extra moisture. Doesn't take much. You just pat that in. And before that mist dries, you want to begin to apply your skincare products. That little extra pump of moisture helps your skincare products absorb better, penetrate your skin, giving you better results. The first thing I like to apply is some sort of peptide product. Now, there are a lot of peptide products, and I use a mix of them. I have several in my skincare routine, just sort of depends on my mood. But definitely a layer of peptides, which are amino acids that your skin can use to help create healthier skin cells. So tonight I'm using Synoxin 2. This particular product is a heavy peptide formulation, and I just pat that around my eyes, on my face, and my neck. Just a little bitty bit of that gives a lot of good coverage. The upper chest, even my ears. And then my next step is going to be no surprise to many of you who've been following me for a long time. I'm a big believer in retinoids, whether it be retinol, over-the-counter retinol products, all the way up to prescription strength tretinoin, which is what I use. This particular prescription tretinoin comes from a company called Agency Skincare. They're an online skincare company that use dermatologists to determine what the specific needs of your skin are. As I'm getting older, obviously I want to make sure that the retinoids I use are stronger because I need them. And one of the key things about making any retinoid product or tretinoin work well is not applying too much of it. There's a tendency in all of us to apply a lot of these products that have actives because we think more is better, more will get us there faster, it'll work. Not always the case, especially with retinoids, because they can be irritating. That's the amount of tretinoin that I'm going to be applying to my entire face. We want a very, very super thin layer of this product. Being careful not to get it on the eyelids, because let me tell you, if you get tretinoin on your eyelids, it can be really, really drying and irritating. Then I take my beard brush and I make sure that I don't have any of that kind of piled up in my facial hair. All right, good there. And then of course I turn my attention to my upper chest and neck. And as I said in the AM routine video, I've been testing out this product, System 41. It's a neck cream that is everything but the kitchen sink. Everything from ingredients that will help speed up cellular turnover, will help brighten and even your complexion. It's got red algae, olive extract, and rosehip oil. In fact, this product in clinical testing has shown a 175% increase in collagen production in the layers of skin when used on a regular basis. So I use this morning and night. I will be doing a full review video on this product alone because one, it deserves it and it works very well. As you can see, I'm almost out. And I just apply some to each side of my neck and my upper chest and massage that in. Using that upward motion we talk about here on the channel all the time, not wanting to tug on neck skin, making sure that that's nice and absorbed. The next up step in this nighttime routine is one that a lot of you will appreciate because I get questions about it all the time, and I get compliments when I'm out in public all the time on my eyebrows and my eyelashes for my age. And the treatment that I use is super, super simple, super, super inexpensive. It simply is castor oil designed to be used around the eye area. With an eyelash and eyebrow brush, you can use an old mascara brush for the same purpose. I take just a few drops of this, put this in my palm. It doesn't take much, but I swirl it around to make sure the brush is nice and evenly coated. And then I just brush lightly into my brows. And very carefully and very lightly onto my eyelashes. Just to give them a nice coat, again, being very careful not to get the oil into your eye. This castor oil trick for longer, thicker lashes and brows has been around forever. It's something I learned about back in the holistic skincare days in the beginning, in my 20s. Something I've been doing for many, many years. And of course, I reap the benefits of that. Castor oil, extremely good for several different skin conditions. I have a whole video on that. So if you haven't watched that, just search the channel for Chris Gibson castor oil and you should be able to find that video. As I said before, I'll add chapters for these steps so you can go back and find them without having to watch the whole video. And I will put links down below in the video description box. But let's talk about the last step that I always do, which has been extremely helpful to me over the years as I've been using retinoids on my skin. Because again, retinoids can tend to be a little bit irritating and drying, and we want to sock in moisture in the skin. The more moisture we hold in the skin overnight, the better these products are going to work. So I talk often about slugging. No, not slugging with Vaseline. Although you can use Vaseline. For myself, what I really prefer and what I recommend is a product designed to trap that moisture that's not just petroleum based. A ton of these products I've talked about and reviewed on the channel before. During these summer months, when it's hot and humid, I prefer a much lighter version of slugging. Finishing my routine off with One Kind's Dream Cream Nighttime Moisturizer. Loaded with skin hydrating ingredients like squalane, I just pat that into my skin. With these type of nighttime moisturizing products, these capping products, you can be as generous as you want to be with them. It's not going to hurt anything, and it's going to help your skin look amazingly hydrated, dewy, plump, and youthful when you get up the very next morning. Dark spots, age spots, hyperpigmentation, and melasma, not always about the face. In fact, a lot of these occur in places on the body which are exposed and people can see, can make us look much older. And for quite a long time, there's been a lack of ways to address this issue, which can be really frustrating. But I have really good news in today's video. There's a brand new, extremely inexpensive product that can help fade all of these problems on body skin. And I'm going to be sharing the 2 steps that you can take to completely eradicate all of these type of issues, age spots, dark areas, and hyperpigmentation patches on your body's skin. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel today. If you're not familiar with who I am, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert, here to help you find skincare that's going to work for you, not empty your wallet, and not do you more harm than good. So if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. Today, very excited to introduce this product to you by Good Molecules. It's the Discoloration Body Treatment. And for those of you who already follow me and know, it's always about ingredients and how well they work over brand name and price. But this is one of the best formulated over-the-counter products for body discoloration or skin discoloration I have seen in a very long time. In fact, can give you almost prescription level results for the price of 15 bucks. And when combined with the Retinol body lotion, can give you a complete anti-aging skincare routine for the body that's going to help rid you of these problem areas and give you the best looking skin you've probably had in a very long time when it comes to the skin on the body. That includes arms, legs, back of the hands, chest, shoulders, neck, anywhere that you need to improve the look in these areas. So let's talk about what's in this hydrating body moisturizer. The main anti-discoloration agent, the one that's going to help fade what you already have and prevent more, is tranexamic acid. But it's not just any type of tranexamic acid. It's a specially formulated one that reaches deeper into the layers of the skin. And tranexamic acid helps to regulate melanin production, preventing melanocytes from interacting with keratinocytes, which actually reduces the amount of melanin produced, especially in areas where it pools. So it actually evens out melanin production throughout the layers of the skin, fading away those dark, discolored areas and giving you very even looking complexion. This formulation also includes niacinamide, which helps to boost the ability of tranexamic acid to work, and it reduces inflammation, and inflammation actually leads to some of the pooling of melanin that we see in the skin, leading to those darker areas. This formulation is going to help improve your skin's barrier and actually help protect it from some of the damaging effects of the sun. And they've included acetylglucosamine, which is a sugar molecule, which is found naturally in your skin, but it helps boost the amount, which actually can help fade away those dark spots and areas. Now, you would apply this product twice per day to the areas you want to treat. So if you're like treating your neck or your upper chest or your tops of your arms and hands, anywhere you have these issues on the body, that's where you apply this lotion. But we're not done. Remember, I said 2 steps. When this product is paired with a retinol body lotion, and the one I like to use is the one by Versed Skincare. And this giant 6-ounce tube runs $18. For $33, you can have a complete skincare routine, 2 steps for your entire body. That's going to do a phenomenal job at rolling back the years and the look of your skin. This is also a firming retinol body lotion that's infused with squalene, cocoa butter, vitamin E, and of course, that gentle retinol. So you would just simply apply this product over the Good Molecules product in the same areas or all over. I actually use this product everywhere. I use it as my main body lotion, and it has done wonders for my skin, especially areas like the elbows and knees, helping to lift and tighten those areas which can get a little saggy as we get older. Helps to improve crepey looking skin, and of course is giving you the powerful benefits of retinol. And we remember that retinols help to speed up cellular turnover, getting those old dead skin cells off. There just isn't another topical ingredient that's over the counter that can do what a retinoid like retinol can do. Putting these two together, you're going to begin to see results in the first couple of weeks. And as you move through month 1, 2, and 3, and I always say, take a selfie when you start, take one at 30, 60, and 90 days, you're going to be amazed at how well your skin looks with this complete routine. Again, $33 for both of these, either one of them helping with these issues, but when you combine them, they do a phenomenal job. There is one thing that can stand in the way of you getting better looking skin in just a matter of days. And in fact, most people skip this step in their skincare routine, and it makes all the difference in the world. And that is getting the old dead skin cell layer, which is microscopic, off the surface of your skin so your skincare products can work better and you can reveal that brand new skin you've been working so hard on in like 2 days. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video, how to actually accomplish that. Now, if you happen to be new to my channel and me, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert. I've been doing skincare for 37 years. Helping folks like you find skincare that's going to work for them, not empty their wallet, and not do them more harm than good. So if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube, from someone who's been walking the talk a really long time, I hope you'll subscribe and stick around. But let's get right into this. Exfoliation, really important step, but a scary step for a lot of people because they're afraid they're going to overdo it, and rightly so. Many people have caused irritation, even dermatitis, had to stop their skincare routines for a period of time so their skin could recover from doing exfoliation incorrectly. But you're not going to have that problem because you've got me to teach you how to do this. And the reason I'm revisiting this topic is there is a product now that's perfect for people with sensitive skin, which is another issue when it comes to exfoliation, especially the chemical type of exfoliation. Products like glycolic acid, lactic acid at certain concentrations are actually considered a peel level by those of us in the profession and can cause irritation, can be overused, and just like a manual scrub that's done incorrectly, yes, can cause problems. But again, not going to have that because you've got me. So we're going to talk about this first product, which is designed for anyone with sensitive skin, and it's Life Cells Resurfacing Peel. And what it does is overnight, it begins to loosen that old dead skin so that it begins to peel off. It does use alpha hydroxy and beta hydroxy acids. It uses glycolic acid at a lower concentration of 3% and a 7% strength lactic acid. These are low strength acids that would normally take longer, like a week or 2, to give you noticeable results. But because they've included sodium hydroxide in this formulation, it boosts the effects in helping to remove that layer of dead skin cells. So within 2 nights of using this product consistently, 2 nights consistently, how hard is that? You begin to see really great results. Now, this product isn't sponsoring the video, and unfortunately, it's not available on Amazon, at least not yet. So you have to go to their website, which I'll include a link to down below where you can go and check this product out. But it's very important that you use these type of acids correctly. So I'm going to show you how to do this. We always start with clean skin, which reminds me, another big benefit of this particular type of product is it goes well in your current skincare routine. I've been testing it out and I use tretinoin and rapamycin that are known to sometimes produce drier, more sensitive skin. I wanted to test this out myself and make sure there was no reaction. There wasn't. So I actually applied it first before my tretinoin and my other products and my moisturizer, and I've been using it for about a month and my skin looks really good. In fact, it's working so well for me, I've not had to do my bi-weekly deep exfoliation. Just wanted to see if it could still deliver those kind of results. The big key here to any of these type of products is to keep them off your eyelids, because eyelids are very thin. They usually don't produce a lot of oil to protect that layer of skin from anything you put on it. So you always want to apply a thin layer of petroleum jelly or something like Aquaphor, which I like better. And you just put a tiny bit on your finger and you just roll that over your eyelids, just to protect them from getting any of this ingredient or having it migrate over onto them. Like in your sleep, you touch your face and touch your eyes, rub them in the morning, you're going to get some of that product on there and it can be irritating. Then you're going to apply a small amount of this product to wherever you're wanting to treat. Again, it's lower level strength, which means it's going to be perfect for neck skin, chest, the back of the hands, arms, anywhere you're trying to get rid of old, dead, dry skin. You just want to pat that in. And as you can see, my skin is turning just a tad pink. That is due to a change in the pH level on my skin from these acids, which is a very temporary thing, a couple minutes, then that pinkness will go away. And as you sleep, the lactic acid and the glycolic acid and the sodium hydroxide begin to chip away at the bond between the old dead skin cells on your surface of your skin and that new, bright, beautiful, more younger looking skin underneath. So for someone who's been working in their routine really hard to improve their skin, and you know it takes time for those new skin cells to make it to the surface, you're really speeding up the process. So an exfoliant product like this is perfect. Now, if you don't have sensitive skin and you tolerate acids well, like tretinoin, rapamycin, glycolic acid, lactic acid, you can find these ingredients separately in stronger strengths. Stronger strengths, is that a thing? This one's one of my favorites. It's 14% glycolic acid. It's Alpha Skincare's Skin Renewing Serum. Normally I would be using this every other day in my routine, but since I've been trying the Life Cell version, haven't had to do that. Paula's Choice makes a great lactic acid. I will put links to those also in the video description box so that if you're someone who wants to do this with two different products that are much stronger, you can do that. But everybody needs to be exfoliating their skin on a regular basis, and you need to start that process pretty much in your late 20s. Most of you guys know how old I am that have been following the channel. I'm 60. I know I don't look 60. I attribute a lot of that to wearing sunscreen consistently, but I also attribute it to making sure that I've always had a good exfoliation process in my skincare routine since my early 20s, late teens, early 20s when I had such bad cystic acne. Wonderful dermatologist, way ahead of his time, taught me about this exfoliation process and how important it is to keeping your pores clear. So if you have acne-prone skin, blackheads, that sort of thing going on, this is going to be helpful for you as well. Now, if you guys found today's compilation video helpful, if you did, please like it, share it out. Let me know any questions, comments, or concerns in the comments below the video. And for even more ways to roll back the clock on skin and body aging issues, be sure to check out this video that I picked out for you next. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching today's video and always showing such great support. I appreciate you. We're going to have a great 2025. A whole lot of new great things are coming. Stay beautiful, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you over on that next video.